So we're back in the Outer Worlds too, and there's another 15 minutes missing because I updated my roadcaster last night, and that means that OBS was like, oh yes, screw having all your audio, right? Well, just reset everything. And I wasn't looking at the meters for some god-known reason. So I just recorded 15 minutes of no audio at all. Maybe I'll go back and redub it. Oh, that is so annoying. Oh, so typical. God. That's even worse than doing 15 minutes of overlays. So basically, we're back in the Outer Worlds. We've moved on from the snowy planet because I explored it all. I know where we're going. Go do the same here. This one seems more interesting just because it's where the rift modulator is. So if we get that, we might be able to do more stuff. Yeah. So and then while we're at it, we'll try and get whatever. That's so annoying. Why does she still want to
Got a lot
talk?
on my mind, but I can make time. The orders ain't any different from us in the end. Fine by me.
Why does she always have something to say, but then not say it? What's this? Auntie's Choice Fast Action. Okay, let's kill this mod queen. Maybe it'll cheer me up after that bloody blunder. Where's the cave? It's not on the other side, is it? Is it underneath me? No, this looks like it. The Mad Queen. Raptidon Spitter. Hunter Spitter.
Get the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Okay. When that turns around, I'm going to do a weak shot on it.
Let me handle this.
Let me handle this. Too late. Why do they all have music boxes? Okay, one quest done. I guess we hand it back in. An instrument to unfold space and time. An instrument to unfold space and time. That's like the name of a novel. Like a Victorian space sci-fi thing. Beep boop. Turn in the completed bounty. Mod Queens. Lovely. Okay, so now we go break this strike.
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up as raptidon chow. Yes,
And yeah, who cares? They're dead. What are they going to do? Break the strike. Why are they striking? I guess that's what we gotta find out. It could just be the living quarters. They're a bit of a shithole.
Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a arachnid breed encrusted with crystals, which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps them blend in. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. They'll come from
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a treat time. We don't want to make demands, but no more heating in bottles and cans. If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can charge us for stealing.
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Any negotiation
Oh, I never went there, did I?
I ever been a part of. Not that I've been part of many.
This packaging stamper appears to be jammed. Management terminal messages. What do you mean they've stopped working? Relabelization overseer Griggs. Griggs, I was confused and alarmed to receive your message. What do you mean they've stopped working? Have they been injured? Has the plant lost power? Are you out of inventory? Did Gorvage rip everyone's arms off? Nor do I understand that what picket signs and a leader has to do with any of this. Please explain in detail. Overseers Griggs, nowhere in the illustrious history of Auntie's Choice has work at one of Auntie's plants ever ground to a halt for this long. Even the outbreak of necrotic caribou cankers at our Immensol factory only slowed production to 2 shifts a day. Get this juvenile uprising sorted before it matures into rebellion. Immediately! Your genuine ineptitude and notable failure to get the workers back on task has been noted in your file. Were I you, I'd expect disciplinary action. In the meantime, we're sending a disruption ameliorator to untangle your bungling. Pray that they can sort it out. I've lost my connection. Put away my guy in the habitually honest appropriations has apparently conked it. That selfish bastard probably didn't give 2 thoughts of the terrible position that leaves me in. Somehow I need to have that stuff shipped here without it being on Auntie's books. I'm guessing I'm going to have to make a trip to the claim and try and meet with the right people. Maybe I can find them in the bottom runger. Why aren't my vending machine profits from the adrenaline aren't what they seem to be? My gut thinks that whatever they're putting in the mix to try and keep people from going all scrappy is all making the effects. The claim is sending some specialists to get their ingrates back to work. I can't give them no chance to figure out what's going on. If they kill my grifting, I'll never retire. My best bet is to play like I'm an executive and make it seem like Auntie and I are thick as borscht and baked beans. If I can intimidate them enough, they won't look at anything too closely.
Avoid the strike. They should be after blood.
The Earth Directorate has found a flaw in you. Kleptomania. You just have to have it. Doesn't matter what it is, but if it isn't yours, you want it. You'll occasionally steal things automatically, but anything you've stolen sells for significantly more. No. That sounds like a fun one, though. Okay, what am I doing? Side quests. No. Break the strike.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool.
Well, I'm here now. Tell me what you know.
Some ne'er-do-wells, have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice. And if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences.
I reckon she's got her wires crossed. Basic dignity is what Auntie's Choice promised us when we signed up, so long as we were good at our work. And while we might have faced grave consequences back on Tau Ceti, it was under old management, who were trounced rather thoroughly in the end, I might add.
Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to.
Yeah, they're damn lucky to be able to dedicate their lives.
Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule, or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed.
Well, that's horrifying. How do I fit into all this?
You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Angie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear?
What's clear is that it was actually... What's clear is that it was actual Auntie's Choice executives that sent me here.
Well, there's no call for rudeness.
Yes, there is a call for
It's
rudeness.
unnecessary,
You
unprofessional,
lying.
and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work.
How do I solve the striking workers problem?
My workers are striking people now? How very alarming.
Oh my
We must
god.
resolve this
They're
before
so
things get even
stupid.
further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk
You don't
to.
have his
His
name?
name is, if I'm honest, my gaze. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way up their val, and by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position. Well, you will find him up on the landing pad. Best of two.
Heads up! Make some space!
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
Out.
I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're
No more
definitely making
bottles
her
on
miserable.
factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom!
Unlocked bathroom doors? What the hell is going on here?
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business.
Your business is why I'm here. Auntie's Choice sent me to help settle your complaints.
Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that?
By listening, if you tell me what's wrong, I'll see if we can find a solution with Auntie.
Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that.
So your complaints are you're being undervalued, undersupported, and mistreated.
Right, exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
How hard it is for them? You don't work here?
No, I'm just a fellow underling suffering the corporate grind
Oh
who
my
saw
God.
the plight of these poor folk and needed to help them make a fair and reasonable deal.
That's right. Leo has been an absolute wealth of what's what. Without him, we would still be toiling
under the yoke of oppressive undervaluation due to monstrous mismanagement.
Right, that.
And what's in it for you, Leo?
Me? Why, my only motivation is...
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about...
That's right.
We're
And what
here
is it
talk
going to
about
take?
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning.
Well, that seems reasonable. I'll talk to the overseer and see what I can do.
Thank you for your...
Who is this? This guy seems...
Working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
Leo's grey chest key.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return?
I've heard the workers' demands, and I think we can get them back to work.
So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays?
It's very important to them that the bathrooms are left unlocked at all times.
They want to relieve themselves on company
Yes,
time?
exactly.
I've never heard something so preposterous.
What?
Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to
You're
relax?
greatly overestimating the comfort and
What
allure
if
of
they
that room.
retreat to indulge their baser urges? Oh my. You're probably right. It's been so long since I've shared a facility, I've forgotten how unpleasant it can be. I trust your insight and will leave it unlocked from now on. What more do they want?
They're asking for the adrenotime they take during the day to be free.
Free? Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing.
I know you've been personally profiting off the forced adrenotime sales.
What? No, I would never. That's slander and or libel. And you can't prove a thing.
I read your terminal. The profits from the adrenotime are going straight into your accounts.
Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, what do you want?
I want you to give the workers the adrenaline time for free.
All right. Though I don't know why you'd waste this capital leverage on benefits for... Is there more they ask?
They want their shift shortened. They're demanding 12-hour workdays.
12 hour? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a lunch break, you say?
Yes.
I suppose that might
That's
be
a nice compromise.
I could make.
A bit of
It would
a
still be
food.
a black eye on my sterling reputation, but at least it would get them back to work. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want?
That's everything. I'll take your response to their leader and see what I can do.
Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that...
This guy's gonna say something, isn't he? Oh, the bathroom. That's it.
Ain't this a sight? Class consciousness in action.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
Others
Keep
get
the
the exact
officer
same
out of
pay.
And we're definitely making her miserable.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations?
I negotiated terms for your bathroom access.
That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason?
It was a struggle, but she's convinced they should be free to use it any time.
Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation?
I spoke to Griggs about the adrenotime.
She willing to see reason?
Yes, she's none too happy about it, but she is. I convinced her they should be free.
Free? Really? Why? What's next?
Let's discuss your working hours.
Excellent. What progress have you made?
I was able to negotiate a paid lunch break.
I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all.
Yeah, I was starting to have the same thought.
It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
You did these folk a good turn, Commander. With luck, we'll be seeing more of these negotiations across Arcadia. Bosses will just have to live with it.
I've got to return to Overseer Greg's. Oh, they're straight back to work. Is that all they do? You know when they talk about how, factory work can be replaced by robots? This seems like it would be the perfect. Give them some training and do something more technical than just pulling a lever.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
Okay, so that's done. What's next then? Let's go north, meet Zebulon? Zebulon? Ooh, some bad frame rate sometimes. It's usually when it's not enough time to load this, I think. Okay, so we'll head right and we'll see what's going on for Niles. First shrine, the Earth. Here you stand, dear subject, on the first step of your journey. You are far from your destination, but the path is clear, and your resolve is unwavering. If the matriarch could open the heavens to humanity with the glorious gift of her skip drive, then surely you can walk her symbolic path without fear. Take the briefest of moments and reflect on the discovery of the skip drive. Internalize the surety it took for the matriarch to take her creation and use it to cast herself and the first crew into the void, knowing without doubt that the only acceptable outcome of the journey would be the creation of the most perfect of societies, the Protectorate. Second shrine, the Void. Dear subject, you are now adrift in the darkness, your path unseeable, your fear understandable, but your feelings are an affront to the glory that is the matriarch's achievement. This is the shrine of the Void. It resembles the smallest reflection of the almost incalculable distance between the matriarch's departure from Earth and her arrival at the Arcadian system. The Void was vast and unknowable, with dangers beyond your feeble imaginings. But how can you falter here, facing such an inadequate copy, when our beloved matriarch took her crew and the future of humanity through this darkness without hesitation? Do not falter. Instead, steel your heart with thoughts of what she overcame. Trust in her indomitable willpower, and you will surely find your way to the final shrine. Take a brief moment to reflect on the incalculable effort that the matriarch put into bringing your forefathers here to give them a better life, free of tyranny.
Well, that ain't at all concerning. Best keep our lamps lit.
Level up. Shall I get more science? Let's do science and observation.
Investigation. Cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Looking a little woozy here, Commander.
Out of sight, on the way.
Oh my god.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Got my lamps on a hot.
Oh, it's those guns.
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Grass ready. Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed. Happy to help. Discreetly. It's a brawl! Commander, you're bleeding! Taking position so I can take the Adrenal.
Ready for on your command.
Okay. Recalibrate. A motor realignment system did not engage. Highly likely that a part is damaged or missing. Spare parts are located in a tower control rooms. Once the facility parts have been repaired, recommence. Northeast grounding tower. Replace missing. Recalibrate. It's now been routed to the. Oh, that's just the control room. Third shrine. The Arcadian system. At last, dear subject, you have arrived at the shrine of Arcadia. Your path is nearly complete. Cast your eyes forward into the formless light. Think on what the matriarch and her first crew felt the moment that light, the rays of Arcadia's sun, and they overwhelmed their senses. Even as you shield your eyes from the light of the future, think of the first colonists doing the same. All but our matriarch. Her gaze was resolute, the future already solid in her thoughts, an unshakable vision built upon iron-hard resolve. You've come far, but like those first subjects, your work is far from done. Those subjects founded an entire system and gave form to the matriarch's vision, but none of them ever forgot the gift she had given them, the gift of creating her future. Your last few steps to the tomb of our beloved matriarch are a minuscule expenditure of effort by comparison, but make them with the same conviction the first crews possessed. Oh, of course people are dead.
As I told you before, we need to wait for Niles.
Well, you have to wait a little bit longer, because it's time to get a drink. Okay, it's time to find out what Niles' friend
Your arrival could not
wants.
be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret.
Niles told me the tomb is where the matriarch and first sovereign are buried.
For any subject, visiting the matriarch and first sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of anti-social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions.
What are you thinking, weapons technology? Because I could use a new gun or 5.
I would not put it past the Protectorate to disrespect their dead by tucking weapons in alongside them. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people.
Sounds straightforward enough to me.
Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential hazards.
Niles, what do you think of this plan?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we We cannot leave until it's done.
This whole mission sounds pretty dangerous. Maybe you should stay here.
Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Will your friends
They'll
be helping
taking
us?
up strategic position. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers.
No sense in waiting. Let's go.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better.
Golden Shroud, the first sovereign. Hand-woven from homespun textiles and energy-absorbent materials, the Golden Shroud projects an aura of opulent indestructibility. It was tailored to fit the first sovereign's perfect frame and remains redolent of his reassuring musk.
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Dosage are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Woe to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
Actually, the matriarch passed at the impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90! So young! Imagine what glorious inventions she could have made. Only a handful more years.
Notice, the following is an accurate recreation of the matriarch's ship for educational purposes. Skip ride performance, stars.
Acadia, in my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords, and all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Level 2. Investigating.
The matriarch never rested from her intellectual, philanthropic, and recreational and martial pursuits. In her bottomless benevolence, she funded development of the first offensive and defensive automechanicals, maintained a well-oiled collection of firearms, and even found time to amass a collection of rare pitchable cards. Is this a ship? This model of the Sovereign's flagship was created.
Got some bad company.
Will we see her equal?
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to view the rest of the exhibition hall?
The last Sentinel who received a tour boasted of spending 30 minutes in Lamentations. Do you think me incapable of matching his grief?
Not at all, Sentinel Willa. Please continue.
Taken care of, we can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
Oh, golden shrouds. If fortune's favor. Ooh.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Wraps tingling. All charged up.
You looking?
Hate to ask for help, but help?
Back in business.
Oh my god, I could have blown that up. Oh. Remnants of the matriarch.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
Niles is right. We're Earth Directorate agents, not cold-blooded murderers.
I rather think that line has some blurry
Oh my god, look at the size of that revolver.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really?
Is that a revolver?
Sam. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
I'm not killing this man and I won't let you either.
This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Zeb, but we have to be better than Protectorate.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lave, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finish. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just do 'em. Let's keep.
I should be able to crawl under this, right?
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
To the most esteemed Secretary General of the Earth Directorate. Wait. Strange. Bibliomania. You have an unhealthy obsession with books and are left exhausted when talking with others. You have a permanent bonus to your max health, but talking to anyone will reduce it for a long time. Base health for 2 minutes after talking to anyone. Be careful about the traits now.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the door should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it. Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wire.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Okay, how do I do this? Get drunk. He said 132, right? Do any of them have a number on them? Oh, that's got 2 on it. Ah, that's even simpler than I was thinking. So it's 132.
On the first try. Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
You know him a little. You know him better than I do. What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better.
When you're fighting monsters, sometimes you have to act he suffered a lot of loss.
Losing Audra couldn't have helped neither. Still wish we could have done more there. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
Okay, let's continue.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
I never doubted you for a moment.
You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, cool.
Nice. I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer.
This appears to be a selection from the first bishop's writings deemed too incendiary by the Protectorate and purged from all public records. Written near the end of his life, the first bishop laments the direction Acadia has taken, especially since the matriarch's death, and his role in establishing the order as a bulwark against dissent. The numbers support our argument, but what if our original thesis was wrong?
This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here.
The following is excerpt from the what would I have never forced to rely on the hair to secure my legacy. For each passing day, Reuben strengthens my conviction of what a mistake it was to give him life, and more than that, power. Since becoming the sovereign, he has tightened his fist around this colony, throttling my dreams for it. He is rewriting history, bending facts for his own purpose. My warnings and rebukes land on him as flies and are just as easily dismissed. I am too old now, too powerless, and more full of dread for Arcadia's future than ever before. Cool.
This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
Oops, wrong mouse. Okay. Sorry, I was getting distracted then. Companion, do more harm. There's one conversation after discovering something disturbing on the vault terminal.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
That would explain the message I found between the Matriarch and the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
I don't think it was her fault, though. We can still change things, isn't that why we're here?
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better.
I hope you're not thinking of releasing a skip drive blueprints to the public.
By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
That's a terrible idea. The skip drives are what's causing the rifts.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
I'm still undecided. You sound like you expect the Earth Director to swoop in and end the
Once
war.
the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, why not? From what Niles told me, the Earth Directorate would be in opposition to Protectorate tyranny. I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it.
I'm still undecided. What do you think, Niles?
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
I don't think I'm going to release the information. This was a good idea, but I don't think it's working out. We should cut our losses.
Should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I'll be forced to stop you by whatever means necessary. I don't really want to do that.
Whoa, put the brakes on, Commander. You can't be serious.
I
We're
can
not
be
shooting
serious.
Zeb. I won't let you, Commander.
Don't you force Niles to choose between you and his friend. Ain't nothing crueler.
Zeb's still my friend, leaving all else aside. I have a duty to protect him, as much as you.
Oh, you're right. I don't need more blood on my hands. Oh, no. You're right. I don't need more blood on my hands.
Thank you, Commander. I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra sacrificed herself. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
Let Niles handle this.
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Acadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Acadia.
Glad you were able to see reason. I was worried for a minute there.
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Ricochet shrapnel shots. High density. Reflex amplitude. Nulls. Slightly. Oh, no. Also grainy effects. Oh, he's looking cool now. Oh my god, why don't I have any of hers? Is it because she got a graft? Maybe.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me.
Looks like a fight.
Oh.
Take care of it, Commander. Hastening to cover. On your toes.
Fight.
Zeb is right. I'm never sure let that trip
Commander.
go.
Friendly time.
You could have prevented this.
Reload then. How's him again? Armed and ready. An explosion!
Oh my god.
Ready to waste it.
Oh.
Your command. Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Medic, to the rescue. Sight unseen. Let's get you healed.
Knew you had my back.
Oh, were those the people that were helping? Ooh, skills. Guns 20. Spray prayer. Sneak 8.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands.
Sam had the right idea, he was just going about it all wrong.
I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Acadia's existence. Ever agreeing to such a cruel bargain in the first place? I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
The Earth Directorate needed skip drives to travel. It was a necessary evil.
Might be you're right. But is that the best we can aspire to? Evil that's a little more justified than not? Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence.
Life's full of impossible choices.
I'm not saying what she did was forgivable, but I find myself wondering what would have happened if she'd lived. Isn't that the damnedest thing?
Freeze was dangerous. Her intentions didn't matter, only her actions.
Same could be said for Zeb. Law, even for us. And intentions do matter. If I accidentally trip you, that's a lot different than aiming my foot at your shins, ain't it?
Point taken.
Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place.
They're not entirely to blame. We all made decisions that led us here.
Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. But what happened with Acadia can never be allowed to happen again. Something has to change within the Directorate, and I think we're best positioned to see that reformation through. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
Anytime, Niles, I'll always be here for you.
Likewise, Commander.
Okay, so that's done. I think we can go to a different planet now. While I'm here, let's go back to the, what's it called? Auntie's Choices fleet. Menacing mask. Self-repairing. I'm missing an item, aren't I?
Trinicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Head
Commercialism
office
is the
tower.
foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty-wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
It went well. I negotiated a resolution and the workers are back in the factory.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
It was the best possible result. Nobody's happy, but everyone's satisfied.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report?
No, that's all. What's my next assignment?
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered. And it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Can we just cut to the point where you tell me about the job?
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important? Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities.
What Auntie wants, Auntie gets.
Attitude like that will take you far around here. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
Commander, I'm glad you're just as keen on align. They're nice enough folk, sure. The folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference. Would it really? Listen, normally I'd take issue with one per. There'll be enough time.
We should move on, unless you've got something for me. Let's try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows anyone to choose.
It's very pretty. Okay, so we're gonna go with Inez. And Marisol for now, but we will change Inez. I pick Inez because I want to do. Is this one? Because yeah, it's for a quest. But first, a quick drink. Okay, so let us deal with her thing.
It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me.
Oh, I thought you learned every signal would be... go on then. Oh, I'd have thought learning every signal would be part of your training.
Well, the executives have their own codes specific to closing business deals and the like, but I ain't privy to it. I'd wager this is something similar. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on.
Let's go then. Wait, where's it gone? What the hell?
Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Go ahead. Tell me what ails ya.
You're the one that wanted to talk.
Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
Scout Borson, our seers have determined that you are likely to be in especially cold conditions today, and that you should remember your cold-weathered gear. Oh, poor Scout Borson. How very, 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 very bad for you. Ursapod Berserker.
Preparing to attack.
Did he die with a grenade in his hand? Okay, so this isn't what we're looking for then, I guess.
Hey, need something? How personal are we talking? Yeah, I want it, but the Earth Directorate itself, but they never responded. Never. I know that. Look, no matter how often I'm hit in the face with that nor do I.
She still wants to bloody talk. While you picked up a coded distress signal, you should investigate further. Oh, is this the hole they mean? I went in the wrong direction. It's like Morse code, isn't it? Okay, so this is the way out.
Mobilizing.
What in the void?
What in the
Oh,
void,
I think I've
indeed?
seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see. I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
At least Auntie's Choice had the good sense to leave the back door operational. Can't say I'm yearning to see what they've done with the place, though.
I just want answers. Let's go.
Don't ask questions. Keep all comings and goings quiet. Do not record the time or location of these supply drops. Report any unusual activity in the moor immediately. Should any emergency signal be received, head to the moor immediately armed and ready to extract all Auntie's Choice personnel. For law's sake, please take care to practice your landings. If you can't land gracefully on a clear day, how do you expect to do it in whiteout conditions? I guess they didn't listen to that advice.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
That's assuming he'd care. I'd give that rough. I've had enough of close calls with Seradium for one lifetime, thank you.
I'll handle this.
Mechanist Tate speaking. I need the record to
Hope he
show
got a refund on his Raptidon repellent.
that these pressure valves have fallen into disrepair. Only to be ignored each of those times. And now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that?
What was that?
Stay back, creature!
Stay back, creature!
Thanks that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe. This is when I need it. Maybe. No.
Okay. Welcome personnel. Please select from the following options. Archived from the Office of the Proctor. Subject, evacuation orders. My diligent archivists and scienticians, the war is approaching our doorstep. By my calculations, we have approximately 3.14 days, an admittedly auspicious figure, because it's pi, to vacate and cordon off the premises before any of our research or personnel fall into the hands of the invaders. Complete all your calculations in a collected and timely fashion and prepare all sensitive data for extraction. All machinery is to be kept on low power so that when the Order inevitably emerges victorious, we may return and commence our research with immediacy. After a thorough perusal of all the machinery and equipment at our disposal, I have to say we've hit the proverbial jackpot. These Order nuts sure knew how to build a place. Everything is functioning as expecting, and there's enough Cyranium here to power our lab operations for years to come. I am a whit concerned about the pressure valves in the boiler room. Operating them appears to require a precision I'm not familiar with, and I've not yet had time to test them thoroughly. Were some kind of accident to occur, I'm sure my usual method will hit it with a pipe until I hear a loud clunk. Oh god. By your assistance that we research the valve network and develop a fail-safe measure for said network as it become increasingly irritating. If something were to become disrupted with this uranium, and I repeat this will not ever happen, I'm certain you will win the battle against a couple of knobs. They did not. Well, that's not good.
What? Ola Ortiz?
Oh god.
No. No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Now I extra want to kill this scientist.
I've gone into a very creepy lab. Oh, you missed the first 15 minutes of today. There was no audio at all. No, that's okay. I am thinking of changing it to I was just looking into that earlier actually. Like you can do like a brand account and then rename it. Yeah, it had my name in the name for it for ages. I'm not really bothered about that. It's too late. It's far too it's like 20 years late for that. I think anyone could find out my name. Yeah, but I was going to transfer it to like a brand account and then rename it, just so that it's more. The names are more consistent then. I don't want to lose that handle for other things, sort of thing. Which one was it? Was it the guy jumping off a ledge or? The other one was the toilet paper. Yeah, I think the pathing must have been messed up. Because he just like climbed down into the abyss, and then a couple of seconds later climbed back out. It was very strange. It's so strange. YouTube Shorts are so strange, though. Like the way it decides whether to show it to people. Because I've got, so that one's doing okay. It's still quite new, but then I did a Legends of Heroes one, and that got 1 view, and that was probably me. So it's like he just like decided not to show it. I don't know. I've been trying to clip more and just do random things, see what happens. I need to be a bit funnier, a bit more clippable. I think this. I imagine this guy. He would do well on shorts. Yeah, I'm not sure I will try and go down the rabbit hole of TikTok or all these newfangled young people things. But shorts, because that's why I was looking at the renaming it just so that it's more obvious, the link. I need to get a Twitch username thing on them as well, because apparently that's like the only way to get more people to come here. What began as a humorous extracurriculum study of arthropods has become something of a passion. Countless hours of observation over countless bottles of pinnacle tea has concluded in the realization that the arthropods are hardy and hearty creatures. They are not lone predators, rather they have been found to be living in groups of families, in layperson's terms. As we got to know these arthropods from afar, we began to fear that the Archive's ongoing work would prove detrimental to Cloister's climate, as we were stationed here to ascertain. We were pleased to note that despite the minor erosion and melting of ice caps directly, this is welcome news. I'll probably be gone by then. I think I was going to end at 4 and then come back at 7, just in case you... Grafting lab files. Protocol in the event. The following missive applies to all lab personnel. In the event of a malfunction, the subject in question should be immediately contained and kept under close observation. Any further developments should be noted in full. As for any subject that expires, it should be moved to the cargo hold. Raptidon, Mantodon, Sprat. List of Graphian. Mr. Long, no signs of failure. Kurt Ortiz, signs of slow failure. Subject refused observation. Oh, she's not going to like that.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please. I cannot let my genius be wasted here.
Void, damn coward. We'll see how you beg when we're face to face.
Resorting to violence. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just.
Void. That must be his mama on the other side of the glass.
We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late. Not too late for this cub. We should help.
Operating a centrifuge is not difficult. Yeah. After thorough testing, we determined that the cub is at its peak of health for its age. Oh, I need medical 7. No way I'm getting that.
I had a notion of what I might encounter. I thought it was Ortiz back there, in the incubation tank. A third person went through this? Law. If we haven't encountered them yet, mayhaps they have a fighting chance on the outside. Void, damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me.
Wait, this isn't normal for Auntie's choice?
No. My own procedure was above board. The dead weren't just cast about. The ward certainly didn't look like a blasted nightmare out of one of Niles' serials. No. No, I went in knowing the risks. But if I hadn't been accepted into the program then, and this opportunity presented itself today, all that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming.
Are you okay, Inez?
My aim's steady, if that's your concern. I'm sorry. I'll be fine once we breathe fresh air again. Just need this to be over.
God. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, I'm trying to sort something out now. Why? Oh, God.
wretched work. Poor creatures ain't got an idea what's in store.
Eyes up. I spy a vent.
Getting past those ursopods won't be easy. They turn mean real fast.
Investigating hostile intentions. Ratcheting up my aggression.
Passive employed. Free energy if you
Release me at once, please. I so worry that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
I'd offer to bet on how this turns out, but I'm afraid the act might throw off my equations.
I thought there wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursopod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot.
Nice try. We found records that prove he underwent surgery here.
Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions.
What are you trying to do with Ortez and the others?
What you have to understand is that being a regular soldier does not pay dividends, but being the ultimate frontline fighter does. They understood this. Unfortunately, understanding can only go so far, as each of their bodies rejected the graft. But I got exceptional data out of it.
Enough with the excuses. absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better.
Got any proof of that?
If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive.
That device any good at stopping a bullet?
Enough with the threats of violence. Listen here, if you choose to brutalize me, all of my research and knowledge will be gone. Forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to the suffering I could prevent. Do you truly want to be the one to stand in the way of progress?
Enough about you. Show me one good thing you've done for other people.
It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day. It would be a boon to humanity and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Do you have a graph that could help Inez?
Don't even start, Commander. I ain't keen on anything this man sells.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was botched, and you were considered a failure of the program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want.
This could be your way to prove yourself. Let's at least hear him out.
I'm not sure I should. If I accept such a bribe, what does that make me? Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it,
you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
No, no. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something of my life? To be accepted again?
Is you're already making something of yourself, Inez. You don't need him.
I appreciate that, Commander. But I still ain't so sure that's true. We've grown close, you and I. And you know full well I ain't keen to ask for help, but I can't afford a mistake. I could spare this doctor, explore this research's potential, but if I kill this man and exact retribution for Ortiz, I'll never know for sure what that research might have wrought. And if I do that, there'll be no going back for me. But after all we've seen, how could I call myself one of Auntie's own? Would I even want to?
This is a personal choice, Inez. I'll support whatever you decide.
Thank you. I was just kidding myself thinking I might ever look at a place like this again and feel different. There was only ever one real outcome.
What?
What?
Why are you looking at me like that? Don't shoot me. We were in the midst of negotiating.
I have no need for negotiating, Doctor. You brought this on yourself. Let's just take what we need and get out. I can't stand the sight of this place any longer. I need some time to think, Commander. We'll speak later, yeah?
Okay, I just need to finish this up then. What does it want me to do? In Fairfield. I should have. I could have done this a different way. But I probably needed that. Oh god, how the hell do I get out of here? Hey. I'm just going to finish up some quests and then I'm going to go grab some food, but I managed to move my YouTube channel. Yeah, I did mess it up though. Because I can't change the handle. I've got to wait a couple of an unknown amount of time. But now at least it's separate. So I can like if I ever wanted to, I could have an editor have access and not give it and not end up on my personal account. So that's all right. What's it doing? Yeah, it's mostly just a time thing. I think it's all automated as well. So Google they won't answer any questions. You just gotta wait.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Why? Are people gonna get annoyed with him being here?
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like, our employment contracts will just keep renewing and renewing. We'll stand guard until we're gray and old.
That kind of job security would be amazing.
Yeah. We can dare to dream.
I love how he's got no name, but she does. And that's just because she's the first person you meet on this planet. Or moon.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this.
Yeah, so I'm just going to hand this in and then go grab some dinner and, or, yeah, like chill for a bit, get some dinner, and then come back for 7. I might play some Trails instead. Not sure.
Ah, Inez. Have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
Lovely. Sound like Botox.
Yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well,
Bit of companion
this device
spoilers.
is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future. But I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit.
Aw.
Where did you find such a device, anyhow?
We won't answer questions.
What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Tell her about the lab.
There's a grafting lab way out on Cloister that was still operational. Till recently.
Yeah, see ya. Have fun.
I found it, Doc. And Law. I ain't seen any horrors like that.
Still operating? Inez, do you feel all right? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
I know what I saw. They were brutalizing folk and creatures. Paying them no mind, giving them no honor, even if they succumb to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all the...
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Sounds like he's looking for Rasmussen's replacement. Interesting.
Ain't surprising. What's his name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc, with all due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
This is about justice, Ethel, please.
I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, all I ask is that you remain safe. A terrible wrong has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise anything, Doc, but I'll try. Thank you for everything.
Nice. Now I just need a workshop. Ooh, level up. Oh, what was I going to do? Should I just get... I'm just going to go guns. Yeah, I've got 8 sneak for that. And then I need 20 guns for that. So I need, yeah, do 2 more levels of guns and then... I don't know how many levels we have. Christian, aggressive challenge, frenzied charge. Enemies taunted by Tristan's companion ability are goaded instead. Goaded enemies do not use cover and take additional damage. Okay, there's a workshop somewhere here by one of the shops. Here we go. Party upgrades. Okay. Medical biobarrel. Inez's weapon now deals corrosive damage in addition to slightly increased damage overall. Inez's weapon is much quieter, reducing the likelihood that enemies attack her. Go corrosive, because there's no point in not... Because if they don't attack her, they're just going to attack me. Acid resistant... Releases a stunning spray from armor when damaged in melee. Where does Tristan want to go? Rendezvous. Okay, I'm going to go here. And then that's going to be it for now. I'll be back at 7 GMT, which is like 2 hours and 45. So, see you around.